Alright, so guys, we're going to do a landscape today. Remember we were at the mountains yesterday? And so I took a picture that I thought would be really pretty to paint. So we're going to paint it together. So we have square paper, watercolor paper here. We got our brushes and we got watercolors. We're going to use this to mix if we need to mix any colors. We got water. Can everybody reach the water?
Yeah.
I got everybody at home today painting. So we got Silas, who's 5, Sarah's 10, Anna's 8, and Mommy's 42. So I thought what we'd do is let's sketch out. So I like to think of landscapes like in layers. And really with landscapes are so fun because you can't do it wrong. So get your pencil, and we're using, so I'll post this picture on the blog, but we're using this picture. My printer wouldn't picture it in color. But we're going to start by drawing out these layers in this landscape. This is the view from Skyline Drive yesterday. So, but you could use any picture that you wanted. So you ready? So we're going to draw a line for this bottom landscape across here, and it doesn't have to be the same. Just use your pencil right now, bud.
No.
And then we're going to do this. This is kind of like the tree layer, so this is going to be a little bit squiggly. This is just going to give us something to follow. And then I see this, do you see this line of the mountains here? So let's draw that kind of, you know, mountains are not, do you see how smooth they are here? So they're not bumpy, so that's the one thing you want to keep in mind. And then let's draw this, do you see this next layer right there? So let's draw that.
This is cool.
Hey, and remember that you cannot do this wrong. And then I see one more layer back there. What do you notice about the colors? I mean, I know this is just black and white, but what do you notice about the colors?
They're getting lighter.
They get lighter in the background. So that's what we're going to have to kind of play with. And then there's this tree in the foreground. Do you see this tree? So we're just going to kind of sketch that tree in.
Mom, I'm really good.
So you can kind of, we'll paint that in. So we just remember that that's there. And then there's some fun little things in it. So now we got, and we know that our trees are going to be, I'm just going to sketch some trees here.
I'm not really good at this.
Buddy, you can't be bad at this. Nobody can be bad.
That looks awesome.
And then if you want to sketch, I see some clouds in the background, so I'm just going to sketch for myself a few little clouds up here. Do you see these little poofy little clouds? It was pretty nice yesterday, so you can kind of sketch some clouds. And for the clouds, we're just going to remember to keep that a white space. So the clouds, yeah, kind of look at the clouds and see the shapes. They're all irregular. Some of them are fat, some of them are long.
Oh, that's awesome, buddy.
I also noticed a lot of striping, like in the sky here. So let's start.
Can I do this?
Yeah, we're gonna paint now. So let's start with this foreground layer. Now it to me is like, what color do you see in there when we look at that photo?
Blue.
I see like this.
Like this tan.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this color. So let's use this like peachy color.
I'm gonna make it a little.
But guys,
Mom,
you do not have to do.
When you're, Mama.
Yeah.
Do you know when you're moving the picture, move the finger?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do, and what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna do one layer and then skip a layer so that we'll let one layer dry.
What do we have to do?
And so the colors don't mix?
Yes.
I'm making my color a bit darker.
Now, you don't have to follow the colors in the picture. You could do a light green would be great.
Could you do a pink on there?
You could do it pink. I'm going to add a touch of a little bit of yellow in mine.
Ooh.
And a little bit. I kind of like to dab colors and then I let them run. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
So you have to have a lot of water to let them go.
You do have to have a lot of water because the water is what will carry it. And so to me that reminds me
Guess
of
what? I put water on it and guess
the
what?
lines of a field.
Mommy, what if there's like a landscape behind the waterfall we saw?
Oh yeah, we saw. So we went hiking yesterday because the national park was free.
You should definitely go.
And so we went hiking down to a waterfall. It was really fun.
You should definitely go see it. The climb back up is a little challenging, but it's really fun.
Yeah, that climb back up was. I thought I was gonna die there for a minute. But
Wait, that's not really good.
so we were really thankful to get out of the house because we're all at home right now. Okay. All right, so let's do this next layer of blue. I'm gonna do like a dark blue so I'm gonna skip this middle layer and I'm gonna do this a dark blue layer.
I need like a purple color.
Ooh, I like it.
I need some brown.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Mom, I'm going to take this brownish,
do this blue.
orangish color.
Ooh, nice.
And guess what?
And I'm gonna mix a little bit of purple with my blue to make it a bit darker.
With the tree trunk.
Oh, that's great, buddy. So if you want to mix the color, so I mixed blue and a little bit of purple.
Oh, that color.
So if you want to use this color, you can. Or you can mix your own. So I'm skipping that middle layer so I can let it dry. You could also use a hair dryer if you didn't want to wait. Or you can let the colors mix.
Or a fancy watercolor dryer.
Yeah, we have
Guess
one of
what?
those
I
too.
got this fancy color with the green and then the green and the teal for a tree.
Ooh. Oh, you're doing the tree?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do this one.
And we'll share a template on the blog of this. So if you want to print out.
Mom, look what I did for the tree.
Oh, I like that, Silas. It's so nice. Okay, I'm adding just a little blue. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. I add a little blue and then I like to let it drip. Oh, that's a pretty color, Sarah. Okay, so, see, I just like the way that looks. I think it's
Mommy,
fun.
I added like
and I
a
like watching it.
greenish purple to mine.
Oh, I like that. You
Mom,
gotta.
I add this.
Oh, Silas, that's
I add
great.
these two together.
Good job.
I mean, this reminds
Oh,
me
I
of
like that.
purpley.
Mom, and then you see how it goes dark.
So,
to-
guys.
Mom, look. You see how it goes dark to
Nice. So, guys, if you're working at home, just pause the video if we get ahead of you and paint and just have fun. Don't stress. We don't need to add any stress to our lives right now, right?
Totally.
Things are stressful enough. The girls are missing school. Silas is missing his buddies.
Like
So,
Danny.
I miss my friends.
I miss Danny.
yeah, I know you do. So let's go work on the sky now. So remember what I said is we're going to leave the clouds white for now.
Oops.
We
I
can-
accidentally put white on it.
So I'm adding this really light blue to the sky. That's okay, buddy.
I
'cause you
add
can
white
have
because
gray
I don't
clouds.
want this to show.
That's
the
fine,
drawing.
bud. Don't worry about it.
So what's next?
Okay, so we're doing the
Oh,
sky
Mom.
right now.
Mom, remember the trees in the background?
Yes. You know what? We're going to do the trees last. That's kind of the last detail we're going to do.
Mom,
So you see how I'm like just painting around the clouds?
Mom, I'm going to use this color.
And when the paint, and I've got a lot of water on my brush so it spreads.
Mom, I
Yeah.
mixed 4 colors together.
You mixed 4 colors together. What happened when you did that?
Oh wow.
Mix this.
Woo.
So the one thing that is really unique to watercolor is the way that it dries, and it'll give you a really nice line around where it dried. So that's
Look,
really fun
I'm
about
making
watercolor.
this.
Do you have an
color.
example of that?
Mom, look.
Yeah, you're gonna see it in your own painting when you that is. Sounds like the trash truck outside.
The trash truck already came.
Oh, well, maybe that's, we have a business behind us. Okay, so sometimes what I like to do is add some different blues in the sky, just like I did with the other, and just kind of tap
Well, I'm gonna add
some blues in there.
I'm feeling adventurous.
Mom,
And I'm
look at
gonna let
sky
it
kite.
run. Oop. Just add some water, and it'll drip off my page, so just have like maybe a napkin or something to,
Mom, look.
and then sometimes I let it
Mom,
run the
look
other
at
way.
the
Oh, Silas, you're doing great. Anna, you're doing great. Ooh.
Papa.
Yeah, maybe, and you can, if you get it too dark, just add water and let it run off.
Mom, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna add water.
Okay, so Sarah, you asked about the edge. So just like look at this painting.
Mom, I'm
Do you
just
see how the edge of
Mom,
that
I-
gets a little darker?
I just go clean.
So that's what's really unique about watercolor. That you'll get a nice crisp edge and a little bit lighter in the middle, and it's just really pretty.
Mom.
Yeah.
So guess what I did?
What?
I took water and then poured it on when I did the thing, and then I go let it drip.
That's all right. Just add a lot of water and then let it drip. So Sarah's, so I'm going to pull yours in here. So Sarah's adding some purples in there. Other colors you might see in a sky are like orange or pinks.
I tried to add some orange here.
I like it.
Add a little more over here. But orange and blue don't go well together sometimes. So
Now that reminds me of like a sunset.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
Try like blending it together.
And you could add more blue if you don't like how dark you got it.
Oh, that's cool, buddy.
Most importantly when you're painting, don't, as in life, don't panic, right?
Why would I panic?
Don't panic.
Too many people
Well,
are
you shouldn't
panicking
panic.
over
My
the
legs
COVID
are-
already.
Yeah.
Still sticky.
Your knees are sticky. Okay, let's do the next layer, guys. So, in this picture, it's kind of like a purpley brown, don't you think?
So like a maroon with purple in it?
What if we took this color and we add some, I don't know if this will work, guys. Let's see. Remember, when we mix, you kind of have to,
Mom, I'm
Yeah.
gonna draw
Kinda
out
look up.
the trees in the background.
you
Another
gonna draw
s-
the trees in the background?
Another thing
Okay,
about
do that.
watercoloring, just be adventurous.
Yeah, I mean, just try things, and yeah, that's kind of army
this,
green.
sorta?
Yeah, you could use that. Yeah, I'm gonna start again. Okay, so I'm mixing
Mama, look at this color.
some purple and some green.
Ooh.
That's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, that's a nice color. It's a brown.
Mom, do you see how I did these?
I think it needs a bit more purple.
Okay, so I'm gonna add.
You like this color?
You gonna use that for your
What's this for again?
for this? We're doing this
Mama,
layer
Mama.
now.
Oh, the
So
like
these
tree
are-
layer?
Mom,
The
what-
tree layer? Yeah. Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
was a mountain layer. Oh no.
You can do the. You
Mama.
can do the mountain layer. Go ahead. Okay, so.
Mama,
I'm gonna try this. I'm
Mama.
just gonna switch
Okay.
gears. Switch
you
gears.
see leaves and then this thing,
Oh,
and you
so
see how I
cute,
did this.
bud. Okay, so I'm gonna do, you know what, I'm gonna do a solid layer, and then I'm gonna go on top when it dries and add the trees.
Mom, I'm adding some grass.
I'm actually leaving a little
Mom,
space between
Mom,
these
look
two
at the
layers
grass.
because I know it's
Mom,
not
look
dry.
at the grass. Mom, do you see the grass?
I see the grass, it's so good.
It's awesome, buddy.
Mom, this is how I made my trees. Look. See?
I want to add like a lighter color.
Mom, look at my trees.
Try.
Mom, look at my trees.
Nice, because they're good
That's
trees,
a big
buddy.
tree. Mom, this
Those
is
are
a
good
big
trees.
tree. Mom, this is a big tree.
Yeah, it is.
Trees and trees. last tree, which is really big.
Trees are awesome.
Mom, look how big this tree is.
Wow. It's so cute, Silas.
Mama, look.
Alright. Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go change the water.
Alright, now I'm gonna do the top layer with a light, so I'm gonna go lighter this time.
I'm gonna do green.
You're gonna do green?
No, I mixed it with the brown.
Yeah, so that's the problem. You can wait till it dries, because as long as it's wet, it's gonna
Is this mine or not? This is
gonna mix.
Buddy, be careful with the.
It's
It's like a lighter than what we did blue. Oh, that one? Why we did the
Yeah,
bottom one?
because you're gonna get lighter as you go further back.
I'm just gonna start by mixing the same color, and then
go lighter.
You
maybe
see,
add a little more.
Mom, do you
maybe
see
even
color?
add more yellow.
Mom, look. I mixed these two colors together to make this color.
It's a really nice color, bud.
One of these next is some green grass.
I'm actually gonna do green grass like Silas said.
See that?
Oh no.
Mom, look at my green grass. Mom, look at my green grass.
I love that green, buddy.
I'm just adding like lines of green to something green grass.
Nice.
Mom, look.
And then I need
Aw.
to do my green
It's
tree.
adorable.
And some more green grass.
Mommy's yours looks so pretty. It's awesome.
This
Guys.
grass, this grass, this grass.
Yours is looking awesome, Anna.
Thank you.
I love
Okay.
how adventurous you've been with the colors.
I'm gonna pause the video for a minute, and we're gonna let this dry, and then we'll come back and do the details.
I haven't done this one yet, Mama.
It's okay.
Can I do it?
This is Rosie.
All right, so we had to take a few minutes and dry our paintings, and so now we're ready to do our next layer. So for our next layer, we're gonna be adding some tree details and maybe some little branches down at the bottom, and this big tree right here. Okay, so that's right. We can add some details. So that's fine. If you already did it, you can add, so the great thing about, I'm going to use brown. Great thing about watercolor is you can do layers. So for this, bye buddy, thanks for participating. For the second layer,
I'll just sit in your lap.
you want
You can sit in
to
my lap.
go over your painting, you're going to want to do a little thicker, so not so much water is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna do my tree like this, and then just kind of do little branches coming out
Silas,
like
stop.
that. You see that? Okay. And my paint is a little thicker
Bye.
here. Bye, Silas.
I'll come in if I need to.
All right, we'll be here. So my paint's a little
I'll be
thicker,
right
so it'll
there.
cover.
Bye. He's on my face. Bye.
Love you. And add a little purple to this tree. So I like to add purple to green and make it a little darker. Sorry, Anna.
Okay. Can I play the iPad?
Nope. All
I
right.
didn't get electronic time.
Yes, you did. You got Mario.
No, but that's what
Mommy, is this
good? Time, buddy.
Is this
Buddy,
good, Mama?
I'm stepping on this.
Yeah. Okay, so I totally messed up my tree trunk, but I'm just gonna go with it.
Go
Okay,
with
You know what? I'm gonna make it a thick tree trunk.
I think I like it.
I think you like it.
Mommy, he ruined your card.
Oh, okay, we're gonna. All right,
Ooh.
we're gonna continue doing this tree here. So I'm just doing purple and brown and green. So Anna, if you want, you can make your tree come out a little more. And if you notice, a tree is fuller. One thing you want to know about trees is trees are usually fuller on the bottom than on the top. So you want to make it come out wider on the bottom and get smaller towards the top. It doesn't have to be super regular. Yeah, and with a little further out on the bottom of the tree. And it comes out, you know, just randomly. Little, if you look at this tree, the way it.
Can we do the clouds? We did the clouds. We did? Yeah.
So I'm gonna mix a little brown. I was thinking about what color are those trees that we saw yesterday.
I guess they had a lot of moss on them.
They did. They're pretty cool.
I put water for my clouds. It's like a little grayish, but I'm sort of dabbing the color onto my tree. Looks cool. Mama, do you like mine?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to add anything on here?
So this is kind of just where the tree line is.
Up on the tree. It looks good. It's like blob branch.
It's okay.
I'm gonna leave it for now. I like it now. Besides the blob of tree trunk. A blob of tree trunk. I fixed your card.
Thank you.
So yeah, you should definitely watercolor at home if you don't have anything to do. It's really fun, relaxing, especially if you have some nice music on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've said this before, but I really recommend going to Skyline Drive to hike. There are lots of trails, really fun. You could hike a big meadow. It's actually called Big Meadows. You could hike that place. It's really
I did
nice.
that once for a field trip.
Yeah,
But
definitely go. It's free.
we went
now.
to Dark Hollow Falls and we saw a big waterfall.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Perfect place to eat lunch.
It was good to get out of
And
the house.
me and Sarah got to put our feet in the water, and that was fun. It was really cold though.
And we were still able to like social distance from people, even though we were, you know, it wasn't.
So yeah,
We weren't so close to people. So
definitely.
I mean, we saw people there, but we.
Maybe you'll see us there once if we go again.
Yeah.
But do we know who they are? But we don't know who they are.
They have to say hi.
Because we're friendly people. Right?
We would say hi. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. There's some lines. I see some lines in this painting. Kind of coming out.
How to make a
Whew.
How to make a rainbow. Anna. Shush. You're disturbing the piece. What kind of piece is that? The watercoloring piece.
Oh.
Piece. Just letting you.
Silas, what are you?
I'm hungry. Yeah. Can we have lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll be back.
Well, it's a little early for lunch yet. But
Make sure you give me one of those cinnamon things.
yeah.
That he got.
Okay.
Okay, this is fun. I mean, this is really fun. I mean, if you guys want to go have lunch, you can go have lunch. Just here. Sarah, I can't see yours. That's okay.
Yeah, like in the video. I can't see yours.
Dad said the rain stopped.
There's my.
Okay, you want to show Silas's?
Yeah, so this is Silas's. I can see. This is Silas's. This is mine. I made.
This is
You-
mine.
You can see Mom's. Yeah, we have a lot of fun
Mine.
painting together.